Alright, and we are live. Okay, let me set up my stuff here. Alright, should be good. Alright, let me put this in my Discord really quickly. Just give me a second here. Copy that, and this in here. Alright. Okay, we can get started here on is my audio okay? Can you guys hear me alright? Just make sure everything is correct here. Actually, no, let me turn that to 80. That at 80. Okay, so today I want to work on finishing the starter house because there's still some like little bits of work that need to be done. Like I need to finish this tree. I need more bushes, and I need to work on actually, you know, at least laying out a floor plan on the inside. And then from there, I can move on to single player stuff. Like actually, you know, getting materials for it and working on building it. So that is the goal of today. I don't know if it's gonna be a super long stream, but I'll get as much as I can get done here. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, my bad. But welcome in, everybody. Let's see, what do I need to work on first? This side section here probably needs some foliage, I would think. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So let's just grab a bunch of different things here. Maybe use grass. Just kind of make, let's use some tall grass actually. And just make this really tall here. And make that overgrown. I might add some bushes in here too. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe, yeah. I don't know if I want to use birch. Maybe I will use jungle again. Hey, all my fish. Just started stream working on trying to finish this starter house. It has been in the works for too long now. I need to finish it. But I've been kind of like working on video scripting the last like day or two. So that's been it takes me so long to make videos because I always have to like I come up with like my editing bits and stuff that I do always in my videos, and like that always takes a long time to come up with like good ideas that parallel with the video, and then like I have to like connect them all with the rest of the video, and so like it takes time to come up with good ideas. But like I've got it all figured out now, so I can finish the build and then I guess actually, you know, start editing the video. Nice build. Yeah, thanks. It's taken a little while to get it to this point. Like 3 streams before that it was just like a white box. I don't know, I like this build. I think it's a little much in some spots. Like revisiting the back I'm not a huge fan of, but I can't be bothered to change it. It's the back of the build. It's okay. The front is pretty good, so I don't mind that. Blue there is kind of weird, actually. Let's so why are my game sounds so loud? Oh my god. Okay, cheese. Yay, my favorite streamer is back. Yeah, I need to like keep up the streams more. Also, whoa, my render distance is high. Why am I at 133 chunks? Let's turn that down to like, that's still a bit much. I don't need it to be that high. Let's do 30. I really want to stream working on this because there's gonna be like a week of streams or more when I'm working on this build here with Grand Central, just because it's gonna take ages to do. Because this is just like one interior section of it, so that's gonna be so that's gonna take a long time to do. That will. Okay, let's see here. Is this connected to anything? I don't think so. Right, I keep getting... I'm all over the place right now. I need to, like, focus on one spot here. Maybe we'll put some, like, mossy stuff in here. Like, some rocks, kind of. Yeah, sure. Like, so... And then... Let me grab some stone buttons and pressure plates. I've seen... Actually, that's train station? Oh, yeah, Ben's train station? Yeah, it's above me. He's been, he's working on that because he saw me working on Grand Central. He's working on the Penn Station, which is the Pennsylvania train station, that got demolished in, like, the early 1900s. Or was it the... I think it was the mid-1900s. But anyway, it was humongous. Like... Grand Central Station used more French architecture, whereas the Penn Station used more Greek architecture. But I think this is like an unfinished version of it up here when he was working on it, but like the scale of it is crazy. Sadly, he's never gonna finish it, and I know that, so that's kind of upsetting because Ben doesn't finish projects. That's just not a thing. Because he builds all his stuff on here, and so I've never seen him finish a single thing. His building area is over over here, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah, here's the more updated Pennsylvania station stuff. The map is insane. I will say that. Like, it's crazy good. That would have taken a minute. And the ceilings are cool. They're unfinished though. He wants to add like the Pennsylvania station has all of these like individual octagon shapes in the ceiling, which he wanted to add, but I don't know if he's gonna get around to that. I don't think he's gonna finish this ever. Seeing as pretty much every other project in this area is also completely unfinished and abandoned. Yeah, the map got my mind blown. Yeah, the shaping is very good. Ben has kind of taught me how to do shaping properly. Because he built the town hall with me a couple videos back, and that was like how I started getting into this architecture style and getting better at shaping. But yeah, his archways are really, really crazy. I'm not that good. Zay, you can't talk about not finishing things. Come on, listen. At least I like Ben hasn't finished like anything though. At least I finished a few things. Hey Broken Orbit, welcome to the stream. I was working on starter base before I got sidetracked here. Let me get back to over here. Like, I wish he would finish it, at some point. Let me see if I could pull up actually, no, I'm not gonna pull a picture of it, but, I'm excited to do the exterior on Grand Central, because it's gonna be a lot bigger than the interior, obviously, but Titanic by episode 2. I don't think I'm ever gonna build a Titanic. I think it's an unrealistic project, because I have way better ideas for projects, and two, it's just like, it's gonna be so boring. It's gonna be terribly boring to build this in survival, and let alone build it in creative and texture it. Hey Pickle. Like, I can't imagine working on all of this for... it would just take ages. It's not worth it. It would take forever, and it would be incredibly boring. As much as it's kind of neat, it's not worth it. And at the minimum, maybe I'll make it a creative project, or maybe one day, maybe one day I would build it, because it's just the scale is stupid. It would take me like a month to make it. So if I ever have like, maybe like as a stream project or something, if I have nothing else, but it's like, I'd rather spend my time making videos, you know, that are gonna be more important. What block did you use for the black part of the hull? It's polished blackstone. So like, you could realistically make it, but obviously I'd have to, I want to texture it and stuff if I were to, but like, it's made out of farmable materials, so you could make it. It would just take forever. Please do the corner building and shopping district ASAP. I hate looking at the plain backs. Yeah, I want to work on that because I want to make like a newspaper organization thing at some point for a corner build, and I mean I can just go there, I guess, in shopping district. because there is this corner plot here that I think I'm going to fill with like a taller kind of building for like a episode at some point, probably soon. And then I'm gonna make like a mail hub kind of in Grand Central, and that gets built up there. Man. Hey Zay, yeah, hey, welcome to the stream. I was working on my starter house, but I'm talking about how I'm gonna build a building and shopping district here at some point. There's been some new stuff in shopping district actually, as of recently, because this is like the testing version of it, like in the creative server version. There's a casino now. You get worried about the term block vomit? I think it'd be fair depending on the build, but a lot of stuff sits on the edge. I don't know. I will say, I think block vomit's kind of unfair. Like, there are situations of block vomit, right? Man, that's a whole tangent I go on. Let me get back to building over here, and I'll talk about that, because that's a good, like, long conversation I can have. It's funny how block vomit originated, because, like, Gerg, I think, originated the term block vomit, which in the original video of it was actually referencing one of the builds on this server, which was, like, really unfair at the time, because the build wasn't even block vomit. It was literally just, like, stone texturing, and then, like, I think this build's a little block vomit, but at the same time, not really, because, like, it's not like I'm just throwing random colors at a wall. I'm throwing them, like, here. Let me pull up my reference picture. File, open reference image. Like, I'm putting colors tastefully in. It's like, I don't think block vomit's a fair term, because it's just, I don't know. I mean, you could look at, like, a painting, for instance, that has, like, a lot of colors. I'm trying to think of a good example. One that's, like, I say block vomit is more a presence thing, but I genuinely hate the term. Preference, sorry. I say block vomit is more of a preference thing, but I genuinely hate the term. Yeah, I don't think... I hate the term as well. I think, because it's like, you wouldn't, like, walk up to someone's, like, painting either and just be like, if you were in an art museum or something and you walk up to someone's painting or whatever, be like, oh, that's paint vomit, look at all those colors that are splattered all over the place. Like, you know, it's same thing. Like, Minecraft fundamentally is still, like, a form of art. Where's this Moss quoted something. I gotta go find this. It was in my server. I can't remember where it was. I gotta go... Let me find this. Where was it? Was it in building advice? But I want to find this quote because it was really good. Where did you find a reference image? Did you use Pinterest? Yeah, I use Pinterest for most of like my inspiration pictures. This one is pretty common. I see people build that one a lot. I want to find this quote though. Where is it? I know it's somewhere here. I swear it was in my Discord. Was it in Build Showcase? Because someone asked if building was considered art or something, and Moss gave a really good reply. And I want to find that, because I can't remember where it was. Was it in general? Where was this at? I need to find this or I'm gonna go insane. I swear it was in my Discord. What on earth? 1 million photos on Pinterest saved. It's sure translated into Minecraft. Same. I also have that problem. Okay, whatever. I can't find it. But anyway, I think Moss said something along the lines of any like... well, it was like any form of ideas or things like that can be art, essentially. It was something along those lines. But, like, this is still technically... you know, a form of art in a way. You know, it's not, so it's kind of like lame to just, art is just any physical expression of ideas. We take for granted just how much of what we do is art. Yeah, okay, thank you, that's the quote. Alright, thanks for entertaining my question. Yeah, no problem, but yeah, I think, yeah, like, to wrap it up, I think block vomit is just an unfair term. It's because at the end of the day, it's a lot of that stuff is artistic choice, and it's not cool to just hate on stuff, you know. It's not cool to just yeah, make claims like, oh, your thing is block vomit. There's so many blocks, like, and I don't. It's bad to think about blocks in the form of that there's so many. It's better, like I talked about this at a previous stream, to think about blocks as colors, more than, you know, more than block types, because like, yeah, you're not going to complain about a painting for having a lot of different colors in it, right? So same concept. Still missing some magenta clays terracotta. I'm not putting magenta clays terracotta in this build. I already have enough materials as is. Like, I think the video title for this one is going to be House of 1,000 Blocks, or something along those lines. There is bad technique, but just because you don't, doesn't mean it's bad. Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, there is bad techniques. Like, if I were to, like, let's see here. Let me see if I can come up with a good representation of what, like, I would say block vomit might be. I would say... They're regular, okay. Like, if I were to do this, like, on a massive wall, I don't know, like, every block different, with, like, not any taste and texturing, that could be considered block vomit. In the case that, like, if you're just literally throwing complete random blocks in no, like, order, at least this has order. Like, there are reasons for colors to being in some places, right? Versus, there's cases where it's not, you know, important, or like where it's not, there's not order to it, and it's just being like really cluttered. And I think that could be, but like, I don't like using the term block vomit anyway, because it's very derogatory, right? Like, you wouldn't, if you're trying to criticize someone's build, you wouldn't do it like how Gurg does it, where he's like, it's like an attack almost, like, oh, your build is block vomit. Like, that's so derogatory, and it's so not cool to, like, hate on someone's stuff like that. Like, it's cool to, like, you can give advice, right? And you can give critiques, but you have to do it tastefully. Like, say, like, same as real life, you want to use your manners, right? You don't just want to come up to somebody and start, you know, any art they make or anything, or just anything, just be like, you suck, essentially, right? That's pretty much what that is, and it's toxic, and it's not cool. And I don't like, the whole building technique kind of hates that guy now, or the building community hates that guy, just because it's so lame to make fun of people's stuff like that. Saying this is bad isn't genius criticism. Exactly. It's or genuine criticism, sorry. Isn't saying it's bad isn't genuine criticism. Yeah, that's my exact point, where it's not, like, if you don't like, because, like, Gurk's whole thing is he doesn't like the way people build with lots of blocks, and he prefers older styles where things were simpler. And, like, that's fine, right? But, like, you shouldn't hate on what people make now. It's, like, I don't know. It's just, it's not cool to because there's no reasoning behind it. Like, the reasoning behind it isn't smart, you know? So, he made, like, a whole video on it, but it was really dumb. I know, like, what was his name, Stan or something, also watched that at one point, and, like, even Stan was, like, hating on him over it, and like, Stan is a nice guy, so that's, like, you know, that's I don't know. It just goes to show how, like, I don't know, he's just a very toxic person that's kind of, like, put this, like, new toxic stereotype into the community. And I don't know, I just don't think it's really welcome at all, because at the end of the day, we all the people in, like, the sort of building community, we like to build and share our builds and, you know, try and learn and get better, and so there's no point being toxic, or yeah, I don't know, I made my point. So anyway, that's my whole spiel on block vomit. Yeah, I could talk forever about that, though. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of, like, throwing stuff around right now to help finish some things up. I think up here might need a little... I don't know, I don't think it really matters. I want to want to move inside here, kind of work on an interior layout. But yeah, I don't know. Herc is a very annoying guy. There's so many videos about it. Probably what like really made me so upset too about it personally is that like two of my really like some of my good friends on here on Nodenium, like the first video he made calling builds of block vomit, insulting them, was like two of my friends on the server. So like it's, you know, that's not cool. Like and like they weren't even block vomit. At the end of the day, everyone interrupts this game, or I assume you said interprets this game different. Eye of the beholder stuff. No need to be toxic. Exactly, right? Like, it's fine to have your opinion, but like, you should still be respectful about it, right? You shouldn't be like so negative and toxic about it. There's no point. It's so, you're just like putting people down for your own opinion. Like it's so like you're completely fine to have the opinion that you like more simplistic builds that don't use a lot of different blocks, right? That's fine. But it becomes he just revels in controversy revels in controversy. That's his whole brand. To be honest, I can respect that. I don't respect it. I don't think he's worthy of any respect. Because like you don't need controversy to be popular. That's a dumb way of thinking. That at the end of the day is just like, it's like, why do you want to be remembered and talked about for like people hating you as well? Because like that's like I don't know, that's a weird take for me. I don't agree with that. Change this. Maybe this will be a This space is kind of strange to work with. Maybe there's a staircase. Let's just put a floor here and like a staircase here. Yeah. My father once said, if you don't listen the first couple times... Oh, you deleted it. Okay, never mind. Wait, who were we talking about again? I zoned out. We're talking about Gerg. Gerg. But that guy's really been toxic, and yeah, the whole block vomit thing originated from that guy, and I don't know. It's been controversy for a while now. And it's like, the only people that agree with him are like little kids. Like, that's the only people I've seen actually agree with him. Everyone that I've seen that knows how to build, like, or even just like the larger people, like, you know, Stan and stuff, they totally agree that that's a weird take, and that you shouldn't just be calling people stuff block vomit. Like, I was gonna make a comparison, but I couldn't think. I mean, yeah, again, it's like things with manners where you're not gonna just, you know, you wouldn't hate on people in public about certain stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, same way you wouldn't just, if you see someone wearing, like, certain kind of clothes, you're not gonna come up to them and be like, your clothes are so ugly, right? Like, oh, that's so ugly, why would you ever dress like that? You know, it's like, bro, because at the same time, you know, also a lot of builds are, like, you know, kind of personal stuff, right? I feel like where it's their expression of art, you know, so you shouldn't do that. The only good thing I've seen him do is some mini games, which are kind of cool. Yeah, I do think, like, and that's the thing, right? Like, this is why, like, it's, I don't know, like, there are positive things to look at still, but it's like, I don't know, you shouldn't be focusing on all that negative stuff. And if you are going to criticize, again, do it tastefully. Criticize, like, properly. Don't, or like, I wouldn't even say criticize, because like, I don't, or like, I'm trying to think. I'm like formulating my thoughts as I'm speaking. I don't know. I wouldn't be, just don't do it in a toxic way. Do it in a respectful, like, kind way. I respect that he can take what he dishes out, at least. That's what I saw on his Discord. That's the only thing about him I can respect. Yeah, I don't respect him. I have no reason to. He's been nothing but toxic to the build community, and, you know, that's that's about all there is to it, you know, so there's no reason for me to really respect that. Share your opinion. Yeah, and like you can share your opinion in a good way. That's not so antagonist what's the word I'm thinking of? And like antagonistic, I guess. You know, so I don't know. I think that's my take on the whole thing. Let's put a staircase here, maybe. Use magenta clay as terracotta's insulation in the wall, so I could say I used it. I could, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I gotta figure out how I'm even gonna lay this like place out in here. It's gonna be a really strange layout, I feel. I already don't like this layout before, but I'm just trying to figure out where I should even put stuff. Maybe we put a floor here, but I don't want the floor here. Sure. I'm just gonna. Where should I put a wall? Probably here. Here. And then let's say. I don't know. Let's kind of just. Okay, I want to tear this out. I don't like this section. We'll come back. This is going to be a confusing building to lay out on the inside to make it feel like an actual proper layout. I'm not like good at this. This is something I'm not good at. I'm not good at laying out like, interiors. Very good. Actually, let's go one more up. Like that. Oh yeah, there's like a whole room in here as well. Let me tear down this wall. What is your biggest build you've ever built in survival? Because right now I'm collecting stuff for my mega base with over 31,000 blocks. I don't know what the biggest thing I've ever built was in survival. That island was pretty big. And I mean, like, I guess you could count my entire mega base, but like that's not like a single thing, right? Like that's a single piece of terraforming. Versus my mega base was like over the course of a long time. Who's that guy you showed the great interiors? I think it was Carson. Yeah, Carson. I wish he had socials, because I would credit them, but he doesn't have any social media for, like, any of his builds, but he does great interiors. I might need to go actually look at that, but, like, this is... Even maybe get him online at some point to help me. Because it is confusing. Like, this is the one thing I'm, like, I'm pretty okay at most things in Minecraft, but one thing I struggle with is stuff like this. It's interior layouts, but... That's mainly just because this building in here is such a confusing layout already, or like such a confusing building. I'm just gonna put like some basic floors and then I'll lay out rooms, I think, there. Yeah, I think that's probably the best play. So this can come here. So that staircase comes up and then around. So let's put like a hallway here, maybe? And then let's separate the wall here, I think. That room can serve a purpose. I might even divide it up more, I'm not sure. We'll see. What is this brick doing here? It's literally useless. I kinda wanna add a staircase. There's also all this lower floor in here that I need to do. Okay, you know what? Let's figure out this down here then. So I'm gonna make the wall here, like that, and then I don't know. It's just some world edit. So just set white wall. Did I cross that over? No, good. Okay. So this is gonna be a door here. I actually need to do this. Let's just lay out a basic thing for it. Is this 4? Oh, no, it's not 4. I was like, what did I do? And let's punch out a door there, and let's do... Well, actually, I want to make... I can't spell, God. Wall. I hit like wallol. So let's kind of do... Oh, man, I don't know. Let me grab some stairs. For temporary blocks here. Maybe like this. I'm not sure. And then just... Well, the door's not going to connect is the problem, so maybe I do just use regular blocks. Regular blocks there. I don't know, whatever. That's good enough for now. I'll come back later to make that nice. And so there'd be a floor in here. Now, I'm thinking of making maybe a spiral staircase up. I'm not sure. We gotta figure out some way to get up. And that's gonna be kind of annoying. Let me put in the floor properly. What builds have you guys been working on recently? Okay. And then maybe a staircase. By the way, in my version, I made that a storage room. In my version? Granted, this could be a good storage area, potentially. Like, I could punch in storage on the wall in here. And this was pretty accessible. Working on a 747 right now. Okay, that's cool. Casino and boom shop. She's dying, but making some liveries for it. Okay. Now, I think what I'm gonna do with this is we're going to... This is such a... I mean, there's so much weird spaces in here to work with. I think... That's a wall. So maybe I could either do a spiral staircase in here, or I could come out and put like a regular staircase. Like I could wall and then put in a staircase. Then the mega base, I was trying to build Beans and Apples IRL fan. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, like a staircase like that? Yeah, okay. And then that connects up to this floor. Like that. And then maybe I put no. I mean, this is gonna be a wall here too. I've been working on a very large build that'll make you but it's a secret for now. Okay. There was speaking of planes though, man, what was that? There was like this really cool experimental plane I thought about working on for a little while. It was like, what was it? Hang on. It was a concept military plane. Let me look it up. Because like they were debating developing it like a while back, but it never came to fruition. I think I found a picture of it. Okay. It was man, it's big. Because I thought building this would be cool. Like, I don't think I will, just because I have like a project list that's like for infinitely long. Here, let me save this. But essentially, it's like a flying carrier. Let me pull this up here. File. But like, look at this thing, because this thing is cool. But yeah, essentially this plane, I like read it, or like I watched a whole video essay on it. But it was this concept plane. I can't remember when it was made. I want to say, I think it was in the Cold War, but they're like the concepts were all there for it. But yeah, they never actually built it because it was expensive. But oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, so this large plane would stay in the air over like a war area like forever, essentially, where planes would come to refuel it, and then all these other fighters on it could like take off and then like dock onto it again. It's really neat, actually, though. It's super interesting. It's really cool. I think it's like one of the, like, I don't know, what was, let me look up what was the largest plane concept, because I want to say it was this. Yeah, the Lockheed one. I think it's what that is. Is it Lockheed? It is, yeah, this one. But it's really neat. It's really interesting. Do I have any other pictures of it? But it's definitely a really neat idea for a plane. There's not a lot of pictures of it, but yeah. Anyway, sorry, that was weird. Like spiel I went on. But that's a cool plane that I thought of maybe working on at some point. I don't think I'll get to it, but if anyone else wants to build it, that'd be sick. At some point, I've always kind of wanted to build an airport as well, like a full-scale airport, because I think that would be really interesting to make. Yeah, I just wish I had like a reason to work on one. I'm thinking I'm gonna work on some airport props for a section in the Grand Central video, because like the whole section of like the whole bit on that video is like, because I actually went to New York, so I went and saw it. So I want to do like a beginning like section kind of where I go to the airport, you know, and get on a plane, right? So I gotta make like some stuff for that, but like I don't have to build the whole airport for that. I just have to build, you know, set pieces essentially. Considering building the Valkyrie supersonic bomber, very interesting looking plane. Valkyrie, let me look this up. Valkyrie, supersonic bomber. Well, that one's got like the drooping nose. That's neat. Someone built like the what are the iconic bombers? I can't remember. Because Ben built some over here, like the shapes of them anyway. The ones that just bombed Iran or whatever, like a couple weeks ago. I can't remember what those ones are called. Yeah, that'd be a fun skit. Yeah, I like, if any of you guys have ever seen The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, I want to do a thing like that where he runs in, because he runs in front of the life posters, and I want to make that like all my video thumbnails or something. And then like, you know, he gets on a plane, you know. So I want to do like parody that kind of. B2 Cells, yeah. Oh, yeah, B2, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, is it U2? No, it's B2. I couldn't remember. Well, B for bomber, duh. Let's see here. Let's do this. Like that, maybe? This is a little strange here, I think. Maybe I put like, oh, I don't know. Is that the exterior there? I mean, maybe I literally just continue the wall. Like, here. Maybe I continue... This could be like a useless room. That's so strange. Because I'm thinking of just maybe putting the wall down here and then putting, like, an arch in there, kind of. So you come in and there's arch. And that, like, feels kind of nice anyway. But, like, then there's this weird, useless space up there. I have nothing to do with. I mean, but like also the layout of this makes more sense. I feel like if I just make that section. Let me raise up the walls. I can actually make this section in the ceiling here as kind of high as I want, but well, actually no, because this dirt's here, so I at least have to make the ceiling that low. Then again, there's like a small useless space in here, so. But I don't know, it doesn't matter. I just need like a good space on the inside, like when you walk in, like things make sense, I guess, so. And then this could be a room here. There, and then this wall could come up. Okay, this is starting to work. Now, this here needs a wall. For the next video, I want to do something I'm going to do is a Dune section, I think, like referencing some Dune stuff, because I think that would be, because I just rewatched it and that gave me some ideas, and it's like also desert stuff. I have to go to a desert, so I'm like, that'd be a good correlation to make for me having to go mine sand, because that's something I always do with my videos, where like I used to, where I like for a certain material, like if I needed a mangrove, you know, I did like a whole River Monsters bit, you know, or if I needed Pale Oak, I did an analog horror bit. And I want to bring that back, where I do the more of the bits in the material collecting. This is a weird space here too, and that's useless. And so for this one, for sand, me needing to get sandstone, I'm gonna do a dune bit. Let's put an archway there. Also, hello, welcome in to the stream. Just working on the interior of the starter house. Attempting to. Now, what is this place gonna serve in here? Literally, is there room to go anywhere there? No. I need to watch Dune still. It's pretty good. Like upon a rewatch, I liked it. I thought it was good. It's definitely not for everyone, I would say, because I remember the first time I watched it, I didn't really like it, but also I think I didn't get it. I don't know. But upon a rewatch, I think it's pretty good. I mean, maybe I put like a closet back here, or like a hubby of some kind. I mean, or like a downstairs maybe. Man, I don't know. We'll come back to that. It's a lot of fun, but a slow burn. Yeah, it takes time to get in. Like, it takes time for everything to get set up. But like, I enjoy like the sections that are good are really good. Like, I love all the sandworm stuff, and that's what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm gonna do a sequence of me writing on a sandworm, which should be pretty fun to edit. Also hard, but it'll be worth it. Because yeah, the scene with the sandworm writing is really cool. I really want to do something like that. It'll be Lisa Kaib, yeah. I haven't seen the new Superman movie yet. It may be one of the best DC movies ever. People have been praising it a ton, and I'm thinking I should go see it, because at first I'm like, oh, it's, you know, I wasn't super, oh god, pun not intended. I wasn't super interested in seeing Superman, but now that the reviews are out, and like people are praising it so highly, I do kind of want to go see it, and so I'm debating. I have an idea for a little bit of view based off of my experience in New York City, if you're still looking for bits in your Grand Central video, of course. The Grand Central video is pretty unplanned. A lot of it, I think, a lot of it's just going to be me talking. But I know I'm going to have an intro bit like that, like I talked about a minute ago. But like for like material collecting, I don't know. And God knows what materials I'm even using. Sandstone again, so I guess I could do another desert thing, but I don't know. Superman is a solid 6 or 7, lol. Yeah, people have been giving it mixed reviews. Some people say it's like the world's best thing, but people who like, what I can't remember what it is. Is it Snyder's Superman? Like, really are hating on it for some reason, but like, it looks good. Like, I think it looks good. I'm tired of watching movies in cinemas. I'll wait for it to drop to streaming. I'm thinking that too on Superman, because like, I do want to see it and I'll watch it, but I don't know if I want to go to the movie theater and spend money. Right? I could just wait like a month or two until it's out. But if people really think it's worth it, I might go see it. I went and saw Jurassic Park, which I thought was decent. And I still kind of want to see F1. There's a lot of movies out right now, so it's kind of like I gotta pick and choose what I want to like spend money to go see, you know. And that's kind of like hard. My Twitter feed is filled with Snyder Superman discourse. Yeah, everyone is like. It's literally Snyder versus James Gunn right now. The Superman stuff. It's so annoying to see when you don't care that much. Yeah, it's all over my Instagram feed as well right now. It's like all that is there. And like, me personally, I haven't even seen the movie, but I feel like the James Gunn one may be better. And that's more just because I feel like, from what I've seen from the people of the James Gunn take, one, it's more loyal to comics, which I kind of like. And two, like, Superman seems to be more of the embodiment of hope, of like what he's actually supposed to be based off comics, more than Snyder's, where Snyder's was just kind of like, he didn't really even help people that much from what I remember watching Man of Steel, where he did in a couple sequences, but there's sequences where he literally just like destroys whole buildings, lets people die, which is like, I don't know, it's a little less, Superman-y to me. Like, it's cool to see, like, all the CGI and stuff, right? But I think James Gunn might have a better interpretation of who Superman is fundamentally. Literally cannot do anything about it. They all have check marks. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I'm doing like a weird order here. Let's not do that. But like, I think that's my take. Even though I haven't seen the movie yet, but I'll see when I watch it. You know. I literally can. Sorry, I already read that. Oops. Where did I just place those? Okay, there. Let's do. Maybe we do like archway here. I don't know. The difference is that the new one is made by a director that uses the source and understand it when the Snyder movies were basically his own characters with other names. Yeah, like that. That's how I feel about it. James Gunn has been on a generational run of good superhero movies. Guardians of the Galaxy, Suicide Squad, Revival, Peacemaker. Yeah, okay. I haven't seen Peacemaker yet, and I want to watch that because I watched Suicide Squad. What did I just say? Did I say Squicide? Dear God, I watched Suicide Squad, pretty recently, like within the last couple months, and that was amazing. I loved that movie. That was a breath of fresh air. I loved that. And yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy has been amazing. Did he direct the third one as well? I think he did. Because the third one was the third one was a masterpiece. Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know. All the Guardians of the Galaxy movies are great. I think anyway. But yeah, I agree. James Gunn has been making great movies, and so the only reason there's controversy is just because it's a different interpretation of what we've seen previously from Superman, right? It's like, I feel like it's like one of the only big budget Superman movies made that's different from Snyder's interpretation, and so people are like, I don't know. So I feel like maybe it's like younger audiences too are like, oh, you know, the only Superman we know is Man of Steel, right? They don't know like actual like Superman, you know. They don't know who Superman's actually supposed to be based off like the comics and stuff, you know, and his actual character. So it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's like Whiplash, not the movie. I'm just saying like the effect where they're like experiencing something new for the first time and they're just nope. I don't like that because it's new and it's different. James Gunn has to be my favorite director ever, not just superhero movies, but just in general. He's got a team of D-list characters and made a masterpiece in Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, James Gunn is a fantastic director, and makes great movies. I don't know if I have a favorite director necessarily for movies. I definitely I have favorite movies, for sure. Just I don't know if I have one I really prefer. I mean, Spielberg is good. Spielberg makes good movies and always is, it's like, classics. So maybe that, but the Snyderverse has done catchwork damage to the reputation of heroes. The DC universe anyway, that has like all that stuff, doesn't have this might be a hot take, but I don't like their movies as much, I don't I think The Dark Knight actually takes place in that universe, and those Batman movies are great, but all the other ones were just kind of either average or bad. There's nothing that's been extremely good that's stuck out to me. Man of Steel Superman had more harm than the villain Zod. How do you mess Superman up? He may be one of the easiest characters to do, but it's never done right. Exactly. In the whole movie, I think Superman is more destructive than than Zod is, and it's to I don't know. Superman doesn't feel sympathetic and human he seems to kind of be betrayed in the new one. So, and that's what I like. And there's so many people that are giving stupid takes I've seen on Instagram, because I've seen clips of the movie, right? And there was a scene, it's oh, I'm just as human as everyone else, right? And I do this and that just like humans ever. And people are like, oh, look at this cornball. Dude, what do you mean? Excuse me? It's not a cornball thing. I don't know. I think that's good that they do it that way. The interior of this base, it's literally garbage right now. We'll get somewhere soon, I think. Oh crap, there's like a downstairs section here I gotta do as well. So, entrance, gotta lay out this floor in here still. People may think OP characters are boring like Superman, Silver Surfer, Nova, but given a good director and script, they can show how developed they are. People just tend to be edgy as well. Yeah, I think that's why people like the other Superman more. But like, yeah, I don't know. I like where the DC is going finally, because for the longest time the DC has just kind of been like very, what's the word I'm looking, like pushover, kind of like, oh yeah, that's a movie that exists, right? And that's about it. Like, I don't know. There's never much talk of the DC movies. I feel like, other than like Batman. Thunderbolts. I need to watch Thunderbolts. I was thinking of watching it in theaters. People said it was pretty good, and I didn't watch it. I want to. I do actually want to see Thunderbolts, or like not in theaters, because it's not in theaters anymore, I don't think, but I at least want to watch it. Like there has been a push in the 2010s for more edgy and dark characters. Oh yeah, for sure. There was a huge push of that, and then I guess people, you know, like that. But now that's not the case with the characters like that anymore. I mean, I love Thunderbolts. I have a poster of it in my room. The only DC movie I've ever watched is the Lego Batman movie. Okay, the Lego Batman movie is one of the best Batman movies. Like, it is really good. Like, if anyone here has not seen the Lego Batman movie, it's awesome. It's great. Thunderbolts. I do want to watch Thunderbolts. I need to watch that one pretty bad. Lego Batman movie is the most faithful adaptation of Batman, by the way. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's great. I don't know what my favorite is for the Batman movies. Like, it's like, I don't know. I liked the Batman, which I think was the one that came out in like 2020 or 2021, something like that. I liked that one a lot. And I watched The Dark Knight Rises, I think is what it's called. I can't remember. And those were both good. But actually, yeah, I don't know. Lego Batman might be the best one. It's pretty good. The Lego Batman movie is the only one to show his loneliness and longing for family whilst pushing them away. It's so funny that, yeah, the most, because you're right. It's so funny to me that, yeah, that the most realistic adaptation of Batman is the Lego one. I gotta watch that movie that's supposed to be fantastic. Oh, shut up. I'm interested. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna go to theaters to watch Fantastic Four, and that's more of just because I don't care for the Fantastic Four characters as much as others. Which might be a weird take for me, but I just can't be bothered. You know, Marvel has been a little bit exhausting for me recently, where it's like I don't know. I don't care. You know, like. I'll see Avengers Doomsday when that comes out next year, but other than that, I don't, like, and I know Thunderbolts was supposedly good. I need to watch that. That's something I do care to watch. But, like, I don't care about Fantastic Four that much, which, I don't know, hopefully you guys don't kill me over that. But I don't know. It might be good, but, yeah, we'll see. Maybe it'll prove me wrong. Maybe it'll be a masterpiece, right? Who knows? But yeah, that one's gonna be a shit show. Yeah, we'll see. I think it's gonna be average. This is like my take. I think it'll be fine. I heard it's in uber development hell. Yeah, what's with movies lately and being always like development of movies lately? They're never given time. It's always the big companies, because I was like something with Jurassic World 2, the new one. Like they had a ton of development issues with like the script and stuff. I know, and just like. And they were like given a very short time to make the movie, like a year or something. It's like they need God, sorry, I was reading that message. They needed to like give more time to let like scriptwriters and all that stuff like come together more. The Fantastic Four movie looks fire, but here's the thing: I don't want the movie to stretch the characters too much. But it's been clear the movie looks good and won't be doomed. Shut up. God, that's bad. The Thing, Fire Stretch, Doomed. God. I think it'll be fine. but I don't care. What's funny to me about Jurassic World is that literally all of the events of that entire movie are just caused by a Snicker bar, which is hilarious. But like, are you kidding me? Like a Snickers bar? That's what does it. Oh, I wish I could like, can I do like this? Yeah, and then I can add a word there maybe. Don't really feel correct. Maybe this is like a balcony of some kind. I don't know. This is a weird space here too. Maybe this is like 2 separate rooms though. I don't know. The breakdown of the park in the original was over the course of a few days. It took 5 minutes for the lab and birth to be destroyed. Yeah, literally. By a Snickers bar at that. a literal Snickers bar, like, caused. Yeah, all that to break down in 5 minutes. Marvel's been hit or miss on stuff. I watched the Ironheart series and it just pissed me off on how they just wanted Iron Man as well as other things. Yeah, I saw clips of it and I'm like, this is garbage. I'm not watching this because, like, I'm trying to think of a good example here in comparison because, like, it's just sucky writing. It sucks. The stupid like line of Iron Man wouldn't be Iron Man if he didn't have money. Like, did they forget about, like, did the script writers, did they watch the first Iron Man? Like, he built the suit out of scraps in a cave, you know? So, like, no. The reason he made the money is because he's smart. Like, you know? It's stupid. Have you planned cities in Minecraft? I don't know, I haven't built a city before. I mean, I want to, but I don't know. Look at real cities. Look at real pictures of like cities and town layouts. It depends what you're doing. If it's like medieval or realistic, but just look at other like street plans and stuff. Yeah, to be honest, you really cared about the character of Ironheart? Exactly. Nobody asked for Ironheart. No one was begging them to like, please make Ironheart. Please, I need an Ironheart series. No, nobody wanted that. Like, yeah, buys a third island, have facilities, security system shuts down over a Snickers bar. Exactly. It's ridiculous. Okay, I will admit, there are dumb parts like that in the movie, but like, it's still, like, fundamentally, the whole movie was still like a Jurassic Park movie. It was fine. In Ironheart, they introduced Mephisto, like, bro, that's, so why on earth did they add an Ironheart? Yeah, I'm not super in tune with all the Marvel, like, comics characters, so I don't know. But either way, it looks like a dumb show, and I'm never gonna watch it. Never. Like, you couldn't, like, hold a gun up to my head and make me watch that. Because it's bad. Let's continue the floor here. I'm not trying to watch that. Bruh, I've been scrolling on Pinterest for your whole stream and I have not found one good thing for my next build. Yeah, Joey, your Pinterest is like really screwed up. Like, my Pinterest is gold. I've got all the inspiration forever that I could ever need for every, like, I will never run out of build ideas. The hard part is just, you know, coming up with ideas for like bits of my videos. That's the only thing that's constraining me from making like so many videos, is that it takes time to come up with ideas. Yeah, I don't know. This is a little strange to me. Like, it's a very flat wall. Maybe I put like pillars in the ceiling here. These are like little storage rooms, maybe. But I don't know. There's been some dumb movies, and like Ironheart, I don't know anything about it, right? But I would assume that's definitely not how you write a female character. I'm trying to think of like good female character examples that are like really well written, because a lot of them are Mary Sue's, and it's stupid. It is bad. It is bad that I was excited for Ironheart only because she was part of my favorite superhero team with Marvel, Miles Morales, and others. So I was hoping for MCU Champions team. Yeah, but like, you can't expect anything from Marvel much anymore. Like, after Endgame, things just went on the downhill, and now Now they're more hit or miss, but I would still say every 2 out of 3 Marvel creations are bad. And then you get one either alright or really good movie. I'm not a writer, but I could definitely write a script better than half these modern day movies. Yeah, me too. I agree. Like, I could definitely come up with better character development because, like, when you've seen enough movies and shows, like, you know what works and doesn't work, right? And so you can come up with scripts and ideas for this stuff, and, like, you know how character development works, but, like, so many of these characters in modern movies are Mary Sue's, where they're, like, good at everything from the get-go, and they have no flaws, and it's, like, it's not good, you know? It doesn't make you, like, and, like, a lot of these characters are, like, snobby as well, and, like, annoying. Like, I know She-Hulk was very, very annoying. So, I don't know. There's, and, like, I'll say this too, Star Wars, you know, Rey is a terrible character, like, on every level. It's just a bad character. There's, like, no redeeming qualities. I will forever hate Star Wars. Or no, that's a dumb. I will forever hate the sequel trilogy of Star Wars because of what they did to Luke. They butchered his character, like completely butchered to the point where even the actor of Luke, I can't remember his name, but even he was saying this is not how Luke acts, right? This is like, how do you mess up that badly? Like that's another level that you're reaching of just terrible, terrible writing. They fumbled their character so bad. Yeah, no, Rey is a sucky character. Fumbled everything. Yeah, you know what they should have done is they should have made Finn the main character, because the idea of a stormtrooper rebelling and becoming a Jedi is a great idea. And they should have, Mark Hamill, thank you. Yeah, that's his name. But like they should have kept with that idea, because that is a brilliant idea. Luke was killed. Whatever that hermit was is not Luke. Exactly. It's just not him at all. Because like, why would he kill one of his students? Like, because he tried to kill Kylo, or like Ben, I guess is his name, right? But the Luke we've known to, you know, develop would not do this. He believed that there was good in his father, who was like one of the most evil people in the entire galaxy, only probably next to like Palpatine, right? And he still believed there was good in him and redemption in him, and it worked, right? And so, why would he have this hunch of, oh, this one student I have is evil, I will murder him while he's asleep? Like that's not who Luke is, and that's not who he represents. It's a complete butchering of like everything we know about the character. I did like Kylo in the first movie. Oh, I love Kylo in the first movie. He's awesome. He's a great character. I like how intimidating he is. But the problem with Kylo's writing is they couldn't figure out what they wanted to do with him. Like, I swear he goes across like 3 different character arcs in the 3 movies, and none of them do anything. Like, at first he's like this intimidating force, right? Who is the son of Han Solo, which is an interesting concept. And then the second movie, they start going down a completely different path, kind of. That's strange. In the third movie, they do it again, where they go down a completely different path of like a redemption for him. And so like they should have picked one thing and went with it, but I've always said this, they wrote those movies as they went. They didn't have a plan from the beginning. They were like, how do we set up the Finn lead in the first movie and then just retcon the rest of it? Yeah, Finn is not a character after the first movie. He's literally a background character after the first movie, which is such a shame because it's such a good idea for a main character, right? And it's like, why they already set up the movie from the beginning of showing you this character, right? You stick with him from the very beginning, and then we just switch over to Rey for some reason. Like, I don't understand why. I bet after Secret Wars, like in the comics, there will be a semi-reboot with some new actors and almost all the Marvel characters to make a good comic to movie adaptation. Yeah. They're making a new Star Wars movie. I can't remember in a couple years that has like what's his name? The guy that plays in Blade Runner. I can't remember. He also plays Ken in Barbie, I think. I can't remember. Same with Poe. Poe is also a great character, yeah. Finn and Poe's bromance was peak. Yeah, I think Poe was a good character throughout the whole series, still relatively. Except for that one line he made. Somehow, Palpatine returned. Like, what do you mean, somehow? How was the solution to the end of the movie was resurrecting a character who is dead? How was the traitor a guy who gave the greatest speech, in my opinion? believe it was scrapped. Oh, Ryan Gosling. Oh, was the Ryan Gosling thing scrapped? I thought they were still making that. I heard an announcement about it not that long ago. And like they announced like a title for it and stuff. I thought, okay, let me Google. Also, yeah, I agree with you, Ryan, about the like stupidity of the movies. Because yeah, how was he the traitor? And he gave like that crazy speech in the beginning. They fly now. Every movie has so many dumb lines that make no sense. What was I looking up? Yeah, Ryan Gosling Star Wars movie. What was it called? It was called Starfighter. Star Wars Starfighter was it canceled? Was it canceled? No, it's still set to debut. It's supposed to be in 2027 though. Yeah, Star Wars Starfighter, it was officially announced at Star Wars Celebration Japan in April 2025 as a new theatrical release, set to debut in May 2027. The film will be directed by Sean Levi. What have you made? Oh, you made Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay, oh god. This is a strange lineup here. So this guy made... Okay, I mean, actually, okay, never mind. There's, this director might not be terrible. There's some okay movies here. I mean, we got Deadpool and Wolverine that he's made. Real Steel. Real Steel is cool. And all the Night at the Museum movies. So, this is probably either going to be very hit or miss. This is very different than anything he's made before. Just recently seen Andor, and it was some of the nicest writing, acting, and screenplay scenes. So yeah, Andor is a masterpiece. I was talking to Hefty. I've talked to Hefty Dude a lot about that. Another YouTuber who plays on the server I play on, but he glazes Andor to Kingdom Come, and I agree. Andor's cool. I enjoyed it a lot. It's got great writing. And also just like great Star Wars story building, I think. Or like not story, but like a world building. Sorry. There's some really cool world building in it. Oh crap. That's strange. Night at the Museum is so good. Yeah, Night at the Museum is good. So Sean also directed and produced Stranger Things? Really? Oh. In that case, I have a little more hope. Have you guys seen the new Stranger Things trailer today? It just released like a couple hours ago. I watched it and I was like, oh god, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be a good movie, or not a movie, good show. Last season will be. It'll be good. I would like to watch Andor season 2, but I don't have Disney Plus. Watched the first season a while ago. Yeah, it's good. It is. It's pretty worth it, I think. It is long, but it's good. It's so rewarding as well watching the original trilogy after you watch Andor. Like after watching Andor or watching Rogue One and then the original trilogy, it's so nice. Like everything that has built up to it. Did it look good? I don't know if I'm gonna watch the final season. To be honest, I don't know about Stranger Things. I think it looks good. It's like upon a rewatch, because I rewatched Stranger Things recently, I don't mind it. I think season 4 is a little slow. Right, yeah, season 4 has some meh points where it's a little slow in some parts, but the season looks good. It looks good. I don't know because all the child actors are 30 years old now. Yeah, they should have like produced this way sooner. I don't know why it took them this long, because yeah, they're all so old now. That is funny. Let's make staircase here. Crumble it away there. The Gore arc was some of the most shock factor stuff to come. I remember seeing a video on it talking about Star Wars. Yeah. Star Wars is really, or like Andor is really good. They're making Mandalorian and Grogu as a movie next year, which I don't know. The only characters I care about are Dustin, Steve, Robin, Howard. Yeah, those are the best characters. I love Steve. Steve has a great character arc, which was nice because like trailer starts with Steve. I love Steve. Steve is an awesome character. He's my favorite, I think. Him and Dustin. Like, and yeah, I'll say the thing with season 4 is it had way too much going on. like, because they had like 3 different storylines happening at once. They had like the Russian stuff, they had the stuff going on in Hawkins, and they also had them in like the desert, like with like there was too much going on. But at least this season seems to be all in the same location, so that's good. So I don't know, like rebuilding the interior with reference, not really. I'm just kind of going off whatever. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm thinking of making this area kind of like crumbled apart in here. So yeah, I'm just kind of going off of how I think the layout would be. So what the heck is going on here? Okay, so there's like a corner here. Maybe there's a pillar that comes down here. Like, okay, you know what? Let's do it like this then. I cannot even care about 11 and her group. Nah, I don't really care about them. 11's a bad character in my opinion. But I don't know. But like I don't know, it makes up because like at least they're always like all of the main group characters are always paired with the good characters like Steve and you know, Dustin or who else did you say? Or yeah, like Hopper. Like those are good characters. So like it makes up a bit, you know, for it. So what is your top 3 movies then? Oh, that's a good question. I'm not sure. I like Whiplash. Whiplash is a great movie. I don't know. I don't know if I have favorites. There's like movies I really like, but it's hard for me to determine like my exact favorite. And Millie is a horrible person. Who is Millie again? I'm gonna look her up. Oh, Millie Bobby Brown. That's the actor. That's what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know anything about the actor, but that's not surprising. Top 3 movies. Whiplash. What else? Probably Jurassic Park, because that one was just kind of like is special to me, just because I don't know. I love Jurassic Park. It's good. What else is one I like? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I like it's hard for me to talk about exact favorites because I mean I like the Iron Giant. Iron Giant's good. Superman. I don't know. Iron Giant's is a great movie. But yeah, I don't know. I have like things I like a lot. It's harder for me to pinpoint a favorite. Like there's a lot, I could talk about a lot of movies I like because there's a lot I like. Jurassic Park is the best movie ever made. Jurassic Park is not the best movie ever made. It's great, but it's not the best ever made. At least I don't think. But it is pretty good. Lost is the best TV show ever produced. Lost is interesting. It's I don't know. I don't remember a lot from it. I remember the first season was cool. What else? What are other like great movies? How to Train Your Dragon trilogy is fantastic. That one's good. That one is very good. I'm actually gonna leave that open, I think. What is this? How to Train Your Dragon trilogy, the Spider-Verse movies. What else? Fantastic Mr. Fox is a cool one. A lot of people like the what's the director's name? It's super famous. Hang on, Fantastic director. Wes Anderson. That's what I was thinking of. But yeah, Wes Anderson movies. I haven't watched enough of those. People really like a lot of the trilogy, but they just released the first one. I'm not watching it. Granted, I heard good things. It is a loyal adaptation for once, but I'm not gonna watch that. Anderson films are goated. Yeah, I've only watched a couple. Now I need to watch all the Studio Ghibli movies because I've seen like 2 Studio Ghibli movies ever, and I haven't watched like the best ones. From what people have told me, like there's some really good ones. The only ones I've seen are like the first half of Howl's Moving Castle and which one is that one? My Neighbor. It was like the one with the My Neighbor Totoro. I watched and that was fine. But like I know there's some really good ones. There's that one about Hiroshima. I can't remember what that one's called. It was like something with the fireflies. I can't remember. I think. Studio Ghibli. Yeah, I need to watch Spirited Away, and I need to watch. Oh, I watched Ponyo as well. I remember Ponyo was good. What is that movie I'm thinking of? Yeah, Grave of the Fireflies. I really want to watch because I've heard that one is amazing. While Ghibli movies are very confusing, not gonna lie, not necessarily. Some of them are, from what I've seen, but I don't mind it. It's cool storytelling. But yeah, there's some I'm really meaning to watch soon. I think I would want to watch Grave of the Fireflies. I don't know what's my I do know what my favorite show is of all time. My favorite show of all time is Vinland Saga. That's my favorite show of all time, which is like an anime. It's amazing. If anyone has seen it here, it's great. I love Vinland Saga. It's such good character development. Dialogue tends to be wishy-washy, but the plot is good. Oh yeah, in Studio Ghibli movies, yeah. I need to, yeah, I don't know. Well, I need to watch some more. What is something else like I like a lot? Treasure Planet is really good. Have you ever seen Arcane? It's the definitive greatest show ever made, and I will die on that hill defending it. It deserves all the praise and more. I didn't watch season 2. Season 1 was pretty good. I liked it. I think if I rewatched it, it would be better, I think. It's like the first time around, like I liked it. I just, yeah, I don't know. I do think the world building is cool and the colors are cool. I love only first season, second season sucked. Yeah, I think it's all right. You know, that's how I feel. Like I think the first season was good and visually it's stunning, but story wise, it's all right. You know, but. Season 2 stinky. Yeah, Arcane is fantastic. Yeah, like I thought it was good. I just don't think it's like. I think I've seen better, you know. And like what more matters to me, like sure it is very visually stunning, but for me, there are far better stories that I've seen in shows and movies. But it is definitely up there among the good stuff for sure. Let's repeat on Harry Potter. Yeah, I recently watched all the Harry Potter movies because I hadn't seen them. It's pretty good. It's like, it definitely I would like them more if I saw them at a young age, I think, because it'd be more nostalgic, but I thought they were pretty good. No tripping, there wasn't a single dull moment. Season 1 and 2 are both amazing. Yeah. I have not watched season 2, so I can't say anything. But yeah, you're fine to your opinion. I'm sure there's plenty of people that agree with you. But me personally, I've seen better. The films suck. First few Harry Potter movies are good. Later movies get worse. They're okay. The books are better. Well, that's like this pickle. That's the same with everything. Books are better for everything, right? You know, the books are always better than their adaptations. That's just how it is. Arcane season 1 really just really good. Season 2 felt like I just watched Snyder just insert his own characters into my beloved characters. Yeah. I liked season 1 a lot though. It was good. But Pickle who likes to read, yeah. What? I think 1, 3 are good. Nostalgia, probably 4, 5 are okay. 6, 7 are bad. Yeah, I like 1 and 3 are very nice world building wise, but I think it does. I didn't dislike any of the movies. I don't know. They definitely weren't like masterpieces, like people, praise them to be. They're like, everyone talks about Harry Potter like it's so good, right? But like, it's all right. It's that's how I felt about all of the movies. They were pretty good. I love 1 and 3 though, because they're so like, they so like dive into that nostalgic feel. Like it feels like a movie you would watch at school, in like elementary school on like one of those days where you just get to like sit in like a dark classroom and watch a movie, right? And like that's what I really like. I don't agree in the season 2 take. There's still a lot of nuance that Snyder can never. Yeah. So I like Harry Potter right now. I started watching the Hobbits, or the Hobbit like movies, because those are great, and I haven't seen those. Like, there's a lot of movies I haven't seen, and I'm like experiencing for the first time, which is cool. So I started watching that, but God, those movies are long. They're really long. I'm starting beef in the chat, guys. Oh, you know what would be good here? A balcony. I'm starting beef in the chat. Arcane reminds me of the game Dishonored, which I love. Have you seen One Piece? It's a very short and great anime, which I am up to date on the manga with. I'm never watching One Piece. It's just too long. Like, it's just too long. Ooh, you know what I am excited for? And this might be a hot take, but I think, and like, you guys might think this is basic of me, but Demon Slayer is one of my favorite shows. I genuinely like Demon Slayer. I think it's good. I'm really excited for the movie that's coming out in like 2 months. Like, that's not long at all. They literally like announced that the movie release date was like a week ago and said it was in 2 months. And I'm like, thank you, because I love Demon Slayer. I think it's very basic story, but it's good. Victor's Rush Creation had a good angle, but was rushed and fine. Talking about Harry Potter testing chat. I just find wait, let me see. Harry's anyway, but yeah, I really like Demon Slayer, the series. I enjoyed it a lot. Let's do 3 actually instead of. So I'm excited for that movie. Maybe I do like that. Actually, that was fine like that. I'm trying to think what else is really good. I do think season 2 needed another 3 episodes. My hot take is outside of Pokemon, I can't stand anime. Yeah, I've been getting mad at Joey recently. He's not on, but I think he's in the chat. He's in and out. But I've been getting mad at Joey because he refuses to watch anything animated because he can't take it seriously because of the animation. Anything animated. Anything. And that's like, that made me want to kill him. Because, oh my, like, how? Why? Why? Mob Psycho 100 is so good. I never watched Mob Psycho. I need to. There's a lot I need to watch. Joey joined. He's gonna get so mad at me. But like, that's a lie. Nuh-uh, you said I can't watch any anime or animated movies because I can't take it seriously. That's what you told me the other day in call. I watched animated stuff, just no anime. Oh. Well, you said you wouldn't watch, like... You said you don't really watch any animated stuff, really, though. But also, still, how do you not watch any anime? Because, like, that, there's some good stuff. Granted, people recommended him as his first one, a trash anime. Because Tokyo Ghoul is not good. Rango goated. Rango is cool. But yeah, everyone that thinks all anime stuff are childish and even said SpongeBob, Arcane, and Soul and Berserk are basically the same. Excuse me? Berserk versus SpongeBob? That is... Berserk is like one of the most intensive shows probably ever, or like, you know, things ever made, next to SpongeBob. That's ridiculous. That's just ignorance. Ignorance at its finest. Because that's just stupid. Let me put some more Firefly bushes in this section. Oh, crap. I know, right? He doesn't even know what Berserk is. Yeah, you can't just, like... I hate people like that who are just, like... who just make assumptions like that. That's so lame and, like, uncool. That's lame. I like this 4 in here. Yes, I loved when SpongeBob killed her dad and was adopted by a sociopath child predator. Yeah, exactly. Stop adding glazed terracotta on my build, Joey. Oh my god, and glowstone. These are the two, like, the worst blocks. Go away. Great texturing. Oh yes, I loved when SpongeBob. Oh yeah, you already said that. Alright, I read that. Sorry. My hot take: Demon Slayer and soul leveling has to be some of the worst things ever to exist. I don't care if the studio gives a great animation. I care about the world building and the story. But, like, I don't mind the story of Demon Slayer. So like, it's basic, sure, but like I like it. You know, there are some things like some anime that are like really hard to understand. Demon Slayer is not hard to understand, but I mean, that's a fine take to have. I think I'm not gonna disagree with you. But either way, I'm gonna go watch the movie in theaters because it's eye candy, right? Like I'm gonna like the visuals are gonna be insane. I will admit, I don't like solo leveling nearly as much as Demon Slayer. Like what was said about Man of Steel, some cool looking action. Yeah. I love when SpongeBob's dad held him in front of a train and almost killed him. Yeah. Wait, God, yeah, you can't, like, a lot of that stuff is, like, animation is not. Like, animation is just a medium, you know, of art. Or, like, it's a medium of storytelling, sorry. It's not, like, limited to a specific thing like that. That's a dumb take. What else is really good? I've been watching Dandadan season 2 as it's airing. That show is wild. It's just insanity. Oh, there's like a really tragic one that's been that I've been watching too that's been airing called like it's called like Taco Pico's Original Sin or something, but that show is like the darkest show I've ever, like one of the darkest shows I've ever watched. I hate the treatment of the My Hero Academia show gets versus the movies, yeah. Have you seen Cyberpunk Edgerunners? I have. I need to rewatch it. It's been ages. I know they're making a season 2 finally, but like I know that's a different story. But I need to rewatch it. I think I watched like halfway through it and then I stopped for some reason. I can't remember why. Like I never finished it, which was dumb of me. I should have finished it. My Hero Academia movie animation is top tier. Didn't they finish it? Like I remember I watched the first couple seasons before they'd finished it, and I probably should finish watching it. Just My Hero Academia gets such a like bad, has such a bad reputation because of the fan base. But, like fundamentally, it's an alright show, right? It's not a bad show. Like again, I think it's in the same boat with me as Demon Slayer, where like sure Demon Slayer does look better, and I just like Demon Slayer's world more, but like it's basic storytelling, right? With series. It's nothing fancy, but that's fine. Family Guy compilation videos or cinema. You know what's funny? While I was working on the town hall, that's actually like all I watched in the background with my friend. I was just watching like Family Guy funny moments compilations, which is really stupid. I want to do some cool like wall murals in here. Or not murals, just like cool shaping. That, and then maybe a stair. And a slab. My Academia does get a lot deeper than Demon Slayer, I'll say. Yeah, but like, I don't know why. That's still a reason I like Demon Slayer, is because it's not that, like, one, it's not that long, and it's basic storytelling, right? There's not a lot to it, but like, I don't mind it, you know? I guess it's more of a guilty pleasure of mine than... I like it, and that's about it. Kyle, how's it going? Hey, Kyle. Working on the interior of a starter house here. It's coming along. Kyle, you've actually built this exact house. This exact reference. I saw you working on it. Excuse me. I saw you working on it like a year ago. I remember. Maybe I add... Well, I'm not going to be able to use, like, skulls. right? It's a bummer. Yeah. Does this need to be here? Not really. So let's use stairs behind this to make these walls not connected. And then we will. Almost sleep. I have a test tomorrow. Good luck on the stream. Wish me luck. Alright, see you, Pickle. Good luck with your test. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this wall mural. Or like this wall shape. This is kind of strange to work on. Maybe like some stairs there. Nah. Stairs here? No, I liked what I had before where it was like this open thing with walls. And then let's excuse me, let's use glass at the top here. Maybe, or glass and then lock, or like that's already I don't know. This is difficult here. Like that maybe, and then I could like put a ton of candles in here, like in this hallway. I'll like layer it up in here. I feel like I need something in this space though. Maybe like a piece of coral there. That's kind of neat. Yeah, kind of like that. Maybe the world's worst starter house to make, but it's fine. Yeah, that's not terrible. I don't mind this. It'd be cool to build some kind of like big catacombs at some point. That would be neat. What else is there like really good shows or movies I can think of? I mean, I can think of games too. I've been replaying Elden Ring as of recently, and that's been fun. Use dried gas instead of the dead coral. Trust me, I'm cooking. I don't even think we're in 1.21. Was it 6? Because there's no. I don't got that yet. Granted, I think my single player world can have that. But that would be hard. That would be hard to get. Gotta go going. Be back later. All right. So yeah, I don't even know if I'll be here because I can only stream for probably like another 25 minutes. So not a super long stream today, which I think I said at the beginning that I wasn't going to be around for a super long time today. Oh, I wish I could cut that wall back a little bit. Like this, and let's cut this back a tad. I could... No, there's nothing I can do there. Out of curiosity, I have an idea for a cool thing here. Now, actually, this could be extremely smart or extremely dumb. We'll see. Set white wall. Like if I use, let me grab some of this. So I'm gonna light some of these candles, and then I'm gonna use them as like. Here, I want to try and mix in. Let me turn on my full right here. Like this. That's kind of cool. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? I think that's neat. Like having them as kind of like light, like ash particles maybe or something coming out. Like I think that's kind of neat. Interior today? Yeah, working on some interior laying out. I think that's quite neat, though. And then these are in here, like, serving as dust particles coming out from this, its exterior. Let's kind of do something here with that. Or maybe... like that? I don't know. I don't like the stairs there. Maybe we just do like that. And then slabs in the ceiling. Add some cool, like, shaping, kind of. I'm so glad they added where, like, you can, if you have, like, a double slab stack, you only break one now. Oh, no, that's Axiom feature. Never mind. But still, I'm glad Axiom does that. That's a weird spot there. Okay. Then let's put a mural here, because I have room, actually. Slab. Stair. Then there's a stair there. That's kind of neat, I think. Two firefly bushes there, along with light up one of these candles. I think that's cool. I forgot the coral though. That's kind of cool. And maybe actually maybe I'll punch out a wall there. I don't know. Yeah, sure, whatever. That's okay. Now I gotta figure out where I'm actually gonna store things. Probably in... God, this layout's already confusing. Where did I put the... Where is the stairs? I don't remember where I put the stairs. Did I cover the stairs? I think I did. I think I accidentally covered the stairs. Well, also, there should still be a way to get in, though, over here. There should be a staircase here to get up to the second floor. This can be... I mean, up here I could put storage, like, in these rooms, kind of. Have each of these rooms serve as a storage room, sort of. And actually, this room here, you're probably gonna store stuff in chests. Oh yeah, of course. Now, this would be a great chest room, I think, in here. Like, I could, yeah, I think this is the optimal room for storage. Right. And then come down, and there's a way out here. And then if you want to get into the other place, you have to use this door. Which I probably should connect up. Is there a way I can connect up all these places in here? Perhaps here? Like a staircase here? Where does this come out at? That's a bad spot. Okay, so here though. Here I can pop out, I think. Like up through here. Exterior looks amazing. Thank you. Yeah, no, this is it's coming along. We need some like final details around. Like I gotta add some more foliage in some places, but overall it's turned out pretty good. So if I get around to it, I most likely will. There should be a video this week for this build, but it's gonna take me a long time. The problem is I haven't started even getting the materials for this in single player. So it's going to take me some time to get all these materials together, so that's going to take like a couple of real life days to get together. So if you guys are getting a video this week, it's probably this weekend. So like Saturday or Sunday. Because I still have to do all the editing, which is a lot. I mean, here, let me look at my video outline for this next one, because I'm going to have... Let's see. I have my whole intro section. I'm gonna have like a caving section. I want to do like an infomercial ad. I'm gonna have like a Dune bit at one point, the actual build itself, and then also I'm gonna bring back the Block Ross bit, or like the Bob Ross stuff. I think for when I build this tree on the side, I think I might bring back Block Ross as a bit. So like, there's a lot of editing and like, you know, actual work to do still in survival, so it's gonna take a minute to get there. I want to keep streaming, but I probably have to go, I think, here in a minute. I mean, this is a good thing. I could probably honestly just off camera at some point, like later tonight or tomorrow, just come in here and finish up, because I don't think I'm going to detail the inside in here. I think I might just like texture it in here and then just leave it as is and then fill it in single player, because otherwise the material list will just be never ending. So I think that's might be a better idea to leave it off here. And yeah, I said it wasn't gonna be a super long stream today. I was just kind of working on some stuff, and like I was gonna work on this anyway, and so I figured, you know what, I'll stream it while I work on some of this. So I think I'm gonna finish the rest of this off camera at probably later tonight. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end stream. Okay, so yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe. But this has been Builds by Zay. Bye bye now.